And from America, OMG, it's Eclipse and his teammate Orange Juice. With their powers combined, they form Team Four Eyes. I'm Ash from CWA Mobile Gaming.
Howdy, I'm Woody from Reddit Alpha, and today we'll be commentating on the Touchdown Tournament.
That's right, Woody. We'll be giving away 500,000 gems to you guys, the subscribers and viewers of these content creators, based on their performance.
Who will come out as champion and get the most gems, we'll have to see in the arena.
If they make it to the grand finals, Ash, and they win, they'll get 200,000 gems to share with their subscribers. The second place team will get to split 100,000 gems. We are going to get to split 100,000 gems.
Sweet!
And the semifinalists will also be able to split 50,000 gems apiece. From the United States and Canada, let me introduce Team Four Eyes. Team Four Eyes has got Orange Juice Gaming and it's Eclipse. Orange Juice, I love your videos. It's always a pleasure to be able to collaborate with you. It's always especially amazing to learn about those juicy positive elixir trades. Tell us a little bit about your history in making strategy videos for Clash Royale.
Oh, I just love strategy and game mechanics in general, and actually about strategy, we've already figured out the optimal tile placements for this game mode, so we're going to be making some mad positive elixir trades tonight.
Nice, guys. I have a lot of faith in you guys, and OMG, you'll never believe who is sitting next to OJ on his left side. Could it be the clickbait god himself? It's Eclipse. Eclipse, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing fantastic, dude. Is this your first live event, I think, right?
Yeah, first time ever in Finland, first live event, and we're ready to win.
Are you nervous at all? Or
Yeah, I'm really nervous. There's a lot of good teams out here, a lot of competition, but at the end of the day, OJ and I are going to get that 200,000 gems for our subscribers.
Let's take a quick look at this new arena. There is no towers, Woody. There's no river. There's no lanes.
Is
There's
this even
nothing.
Clash Royale?
Exactly. So it is weird. There's no bridge. There's nothing. So basically, the map has two end zones. You can see the opponent's end zone over here and my end zone over here. The goal is very simple: to get any troop, whether it be a golem or a skeleton, to the opponent's end zone. Once they cross that line, the round is reset. The clock isn't reset, but you score a crown. First team to 3 crowns wins, or, of course, if the regulation ends, the team with the most crowns wins.
And what about sudden death? Is there an overtime?
Yes, if it gets to sudden death, just like normal Clash Royale, it goes double elixir mode, just like normal Clash Royale, and it's sudden death. The first person to get that touchdown wins the match. And this is round 1, so here we go. Fight! The little goblin referee runs into the side here, and this is the first ever look at the brand new game mode here. So OJ and Eclipse start out with a mortar on their end. Now, of course,
Oh yeah, mortar, the first card to get played.
Isn't that very apropos, Woody? So you can only play most of your cards, with a few exceptions, behind that one first line closer to you.
Gotcha.
So it's not like you can deploy your cards at the opponent's end zone.
Right, and the same applies for some of the troops that you would normally be able to send in pretty far, like the miner or goblin barrel. You can only send those halfway across the arena.
Exactly. So basically the miner, the graveyard, and the log can be played up until the 50-yard mark, so to speak, the halfway point in the arena. And then everything else can only be played behind your white line.
Okay, so we got a bomb tower here defending this left side attack. Fortunately, that giant skeleton goes down pretty quickly, but this balloon is going to present a big threat. Whoa! An ice wizard played directly underneath that giant skeleton bomb, and this balloon needs a hard counter if it's going to be stopped.
And this could be tricky here. You have to stop. Doesn't matter if it has 1 HP left.
Lighting at the last second!
Wow.
The first touchdown in this tournament goes to Team Despacito.
Alvaro and Anthrax connected with that balloon. Even though it was low on HP, they had that clutch lightning to finish it off and get the touchdown there. But remember, the match is still alive. There's 3 minutes, and that was only 1 touchdown scored, aka 1 crown in the battle.
This is a big, heavy push out the left side. A Royal Giant and a Lava Hound, but it might get burnt up by an Inferno Dragon. Oh, nice tornado pulls them all in, and I think that the defense is going to hold up for Alvaro and Anthrax.
What do you see that bandit over there kind of dashing between skeletons on that tombstone?
So sneaky. She goes pretty fast, doesn't she?
Absolutely, and one thing that you have to notice too is that tombstone is constantly providing skeletons. Every single one of those skeletons has to be dealt with in this game mode, because all it takes is one errant skeleton to creep by on the opposite side, and that scores a touchdown.
Oh man, Ash, I'm so used to just taking a little bit of damage here and there to try to build up an elixir advantage, but at no point in this game can you allow even one unit to cross your in zone line, can you?
Absolutely, it's definitely a whole new game, and you can see, you want to pay attention to this battle ram over here on the left-hand side.
Sneaky.
We saw battle rams, okay, it is checked, thankfully, but battle rams are very, very lethal in this game mode.
Absolutely dangerous.
And you know what?
But stopped by that skeleton.
There's actually no Hog Rider in this game mode. There's a few special rules that we'll get to as the matches progress.
Oh man, that'd be insane if a Hog Rider could just run straight
A Hog
for the
would
line.
run straight to the other side. So that's why Battle Ram is even more powerful, because it provides that option to give you that speed charge damage, even opposed to, say, Princes. Because
Gotcha.
Princes can be stopped by a skeleton or a goblin.
Okay, and since there's no bridge, do you think that that makes melee units even stronger?
I think that early on, it seems like melee units are a little bit stronger so far. All you need is one air targeting troop to stop those flying units coming through, but sometimes those hefty, big HP units, they can really be a problem to deal with here in this game.
Man, this balloon is looking scary out the left side, but it runs out of time. Team Despacito with the 1-0 win in this very first game. But have no fear, if you're a fan of Team Four Eyes, this is going to go to a game 2. We've got a best-of-3 match overall. 1 win for Despacito. They just got to get 1 more, and they'll claim the match.
Yeah, and think about it too. There is strategy involved here when it comes to, if you have the early lead, like Team Despacito got there's a certain strategy. You can play more defensive. This isn't like the normal 2v2 or even 1v1. This is Clash Royale like we've never seen it before. Again, this is coming next update, so this is a good time to kind of scout out and see what works and what doesn't, right? So one thing that I've seen, just playing it a little bit early on, you and I, is that you have to save Elixir to defend, because even if it's just a goblin, like I said, you need an answer for everything. So it's not like you can rely on your tower to finish off that one minion or whatever coming through. Okay. You need to have Elixir to deal with everything that's approaching your side of the arena, your end zone.
Absolutely, but just a lot like normal Clash Royale in where you've got towers, you can also have different sorts of decks being built, even with draft mode. You can have big, heavy decks that march strong in one side of the arena, even on the very edge of the arena, or you can just try to poke and prod here and there, send a little skeleton in, try to sneak onto the opposite side while you're making a big push on one side.
Yeah, there is some draft strategy. In other words, you are still passing 8 cards to your opponents here, right? So the cards that you pass, if you pass them cards that can't deal with tanks, you're much more better off going really, really hard with that Golem and Giant Lava Hound all in the same area. There's no lanes, but early on, you can kind of see that these players, there's a left and a right and a center, right? And it seems like you drop your tanks and your melee units on the sides, and you drop your range units oftentimes in the center so they can kind of pick anything off.
That was a clutch log, but it just barely missed one of the Spear Goblins, who was able to kill that Ice Wizard over on the right. Nice job on defense here to Eclipse and Orange Juice. They managed to take that push out, but it's kind of backwards on the counterattack. Giant behind that Night Witch means that she's not going to survive.
Look at the Elite Barbarians coming on the right. Elite Barbarians with a new helmet.
They've got a new helmet on. That's not normal. Look at that.
Hey, the Battle Ram is going to
stop the whoa!
The Battle Ram there pushes the Elite Barbarian over the goal line.
Wow, so the Elite Barb got the win right there, but I think the Battle Ram was the MVP of that attack.
I think so. The Battle Ram pushes the Elite Barbarian. Elite Barbarians and Battle Ram, for my money so far, seem to be some of the most powerful cards inside this game mode. They both move fast. They both have to be dealt with immediately.
Wow, we got a big attack at the left side. This Lava Hound is trying to make its way through, but it got caught on that building there. I've seen that these players normally been playing the buildings a little bit further back. The spawner's kind of right at that goal line, but maybe they placed that one a little bit far forward to try to catch that Lava Hound early. What do you think they were thinking there, Ash?
Yeah, so one thing about these buildings is for my money early on, it's best to play them in your own end zone, because what that does is it prevents the enemy's troops from crossing the end zone. They'll essentially stop right at the end zone.
Oh, man, Rocky comes down hard. Kill that
misses the
Executioner,
wizard,
but missed the Wizard,
yeah. So this could be trouble here for Alvaro and Anthrax coming through. Of course, they have enough Elixir to deal with it, and you can see OJ and Eclipse doing something smart here. They're hitting the opposite lane as well.
A little bit of push at the left and the right. That Giant uncontested, though. He's making the march toward the end.
And there
makes
it
a
is.
touchdown for Team 4 Eyes.
Wow. How about that? That Giant just went the length of the field there on the left-hand side, like we talked about. You put that tank there early on, and sometimes it just needs to be stopped, whether a building or whether by mass troops. There's no tower for it to run into anymore, Woody. It has to be stopped, just the end zone.
You know, this other troop is pretty slow, too, the Golem out the left side. But if he's got enough hit points, he'll be able to get there, right? Not unless the Inferno Tower burns him up. Nice defense for Team 4 Eyes. And look, a Sparky is getting some value on the field. It's past halfway at this point.
Graveyard is a weird card in this game, though. There is no tower for it to target. However, the Skeletons do a good job kind of swarming and distracting at the same time. If they do reach the end zone, they all have to be accounted for.
And I like the fact that they kind of split on the left and right.
Yeah, Graveyard might have a whole new purpose now. We'll have to see. But this Battle Ram, again, coming in on the right is going to be hopefully blocked by this mortar, or is okay.
Oh, man.
A last-minute turn by that Battle Ram. As OJ was saying early on, you have to know and study all the new kind of aggro zones for every individual card.
Interesting. And something else I've noticed about this, Ash, whenever a unit has just a little bit of health left, it still presents a big threat that has to be responded to. Bandit dashes out on that right side to kill the Executioner, and that's a good exchange for Team Despacito.
And we are in sudden death overtime right now. It's 1-1 in this round. This is huge right now, so the next team to score a touchdown will pick up this victory. Elite Barbarians played right in the middle of the arena.
Whoa! Can Sparky charge up fast enough?
Battle Ram, Battle Ram!
No, too slow! Elite Barbarians and a Battle Ram crash into the mortar, and they're about to cross the finish line.
That's going to be it. Oh, look at the Spear Goblins. Oh, it's just too much coming in there.
OP rocket, the BM rocket, lands right on 4 Eyes' side of the arena. I think we've got a 2-0 match win for Team Despacito.
Let's give it up for 4 Eyes, guys. It won't be an easy ride for 4 Eyes. They're up against Team Tryhard. Let's hear it for Team Tryhard. Let's take a look at these decks early on. Remind me, in case I forgot to show.
Uh-oh.
I want to see these decks. Starting out with the Furnace. The Furnace on the end zone like that, what do you think about that play?
I think it's a little bit more safe. If something's coming at your Furnace, it'll reach it a little bit sooner. Gives you some more time to take it out and defend your end zone there.
Yeah, when dropping troops in this new game mode, do you think that it's a good strategy, similar to dropping them behind a tower, to drop them at the end of the end zone? Or do you just use them reactively?
I think I'd be a little more reactively, except for these spawner buildings, which you just got to start off right at the very back there. You usually want to respond to what your opponents are throwing at you, try to counter them. That's a good strategy in normal Clash Royale and in this touchdown mode.
Absolutely, and that Royal Giant was actually a really good play there by OJ and Eclipse, basically stopping that push by soaking up all the damage, and now they have a nice little counter wave going
across
on.
the entire field.
The Dark Goblin and the Musketeer are going to need a little bit of support here, I think. The Skeleton's kind of creeping up on the left side from the Witch.
Dang, that Dark Goblin, OP, he just took out that whole wave. Had a little bit of tanking help from that Lava Hound there. But, oh no, he's going to take some damage from this Princess.
Here comes a big push of their own by Team Tryhard.
Balloon out the right. He was on the left. We got a Lava Hound creeping in the middle, but the Inferno Tower melts it.
Both of these teams are doing a really good job, Woody, of being patient and then defending and then going on the counterattack. Especially early on, you don't want to give up an early touchdown because you went too aggressive offensively.
No, absolutely not. Fire Spirit's hop out of that Furnace, and we're going to have a relative field reset here. Ash, I got to cheer for the blue team down on bottom. I love it when the little units hop up and down. Team 4 Eyes.
Team Tryhard.
A 0-0 draw right now.
We weren't supposed to play favorites, Woody.
Oh, I can't help it.
All right, here comes Bandit. Of course, Bandit cannot dash unless they play a troop. So if they were to play those Spear Goblins in the end zone, that would have been a recipe for disaster. Bandit would have dashed right into the end zone.
To the end zone, and that counts as a touchdown, right?
Absolutely. Doesn't matter if you have 1 HP left, if you're a 1 HP left
Skeleton's about to make it.
And
didn't quite cross the end zone. They were straddling that line.
So as far as these end zones go, you actually go by the troop's shadow, similarly as you would in the regular arena if you're trying to track like a goblin barrel or something like that.
If you're trying to throw a rocket at a balloon.
Absolutely. And the same thing with the touchdowns, right? So you want to keep track of the troops' shadows, especially if they're air units, much easier, but still like the pup, for example, right there, you have to be very careful of the Lava Hound especially, because once the Lava Hound dies, the pup could essentially spawn into the end zone if it's too close.
Right. Well, great value there for that executioner at the right side. He will survive.
Nice Ice Spirit to kind of
Battle Ram pushing him into danger. Whoa, big ol' rocket, 6 for 9 trade by Chef Strobel and Trimax up top, taking out those 3 Musketeers.
Using
Aggressive
a little positive
poison
elixir
from
trade
Orchis
against the great OJ.
Yeah.
So here we
Giving
go into sudden
a little
death.
bit of his own medicine.
Yeah, absolutely, and this is one of the closest matches we had so far, Woody. It's 0-0 into sudden death overtime.
0-0. Great defense from these teams so far. We haven't managed to get a tower. Excuse me, a tower down.
There's no towers, Woody.
Well,
There's no towers.
We haven't managed to get a tower
You
down.
know what? Technically, you are right there. There are no towers down.
Well, there's
so
an
far.
Inferno tower there. Burns through the Lava Hound, and this Executioner once again being able to chop through that air push like a hot knife through butter.
Yeah, this is a really great match here, Woody. But this is going to be tough to defend here for Team Tryhard. But look at this defensive wave they have right now. The Musketeer, the Dark Goblin in the center. They have the Ice Wizard and the E-Wiz and Bandit on the left. Really good defense by both of these teams here.
Beautiful formation. I feel bad for that
Look at
Dark
this
Goblin.
left-hand side.
Barely went down. But yeah, left-hand side's got a Lumberjack.
Oh, the giant skeleton.
I don't know. This Lumberjack might be able to run past the bomb, though. He's pretty quick, isn't he?
Uh-oh, uh-oh.
Nice pullback.
But now we have a balloon coming down the other side.
Yeah, can we stop this balloon?
Very nice. Oh, very nice defensive placement there with the Furnace and the Inferno Tower stopping that push on the right.
Oh, Rocket a little bit too late. Chef Strobel and Trimax just threw away 6 elixir.
This is a great match, Woody.
Very close, 0-0 draw. The first one across the end zone line
No
is gonna
towers.
get the win.
No towers.
Stop!
So here we go. Skeleton Army coming down the center. Should be no issue for this princess here.
Ooh,
Zap.
aggressive zap.
Yeah, I don't think they might have not needed it, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Better safe than sorry sometimes.
Absolutely.
Helping this princess out, too. She gets to survive for a little bit longer.
Excuse
Oh, no, the
me?
bandit dashes under her. Going for the Furnace. Gets a hit off.
Uh-oh, this could be it here. This is going to be very difficult to defend. One Lava Hound balloon, E-Wiz, Dark Goblin.
And they're forced to drop troops to the center to try to block that Ice
And
Wizard.
that's
It
gonna
was
be
just
it.
too much. That
And
push
there
out
it
the right's
is.
going to make it. Balloon crosses the end zone line. Team Tryhard for the win.
4-minute and 53-second match, by far our longest match so far. Wow, that was good.
Boy, that went on for a long time. Some of these games are sprints, but some of them feel more like marathons.
Absolutely, and you can see that both of the teams were kind of feeling out their opponents there. They were trying to, pace themselves early on. They don't want to give up that early touchdown, and it ended up being a 1-0 game, and I think that's a really good strategy to use. And then eventually Team Tryhard just ended up really just overpowering down that right side with the Lava Hound, the balloon, even with those defensive units, they just couldn't keep up with it.
I think that the thing about that last push, though, was the Ice Wizard out the left side, just forcing them to drop a Witch on defense. That's a lot of elixir you got to throw away, and at that point, doesn't matter if you're able to get something to defend the right side. That balloon going straight for the end goal line got the win.
Absolutely, and it might not seem like it because it seems rather chaotic, I gotta admit.
Yeah.
But every single positive elixir trade that you can make during these matches, it really adds up, and that's what eventually gets the team like the Tryhard to have that momentum to finish off the match and overpower the Four Eyes, your teammates.
Yeah.
So here we go into match 2.
It looks like Four Eyes is starting off a little bit slower this game. They're playing a Barbarian Hut.
Barbarian Hut was the card that Eclipse mentioned is his new favorite card, I guess.
Yeah, and it gets a lot of work done. I haven't seen any elixir collectors, so there's kind of no way to build up for a big push. But you get a lot of value out of the Barbarian Hut, even if you're not sending a big wave in all at once.
Yeah, Elixir Collector is one of those cards that's banned from the mode, and it's for a good reason. I think Elixir Collectors would just kind of mess up the arena.
That's a really lucky push here from Four Eyes. I think that a lot of trades went in their favor. Maybe not luck. Maybe
Oh,
it's
the
totally
freeze!
bad.
The freeze!
Nice freeze, but
the Lava Hound will be stopped over here. Like we said,
stop.
even if the unit is in the end zone, the troop will stop. But will the pups cross the line?
Oh, they're so
Wow. Wow, that was close.
measuring tape, Ash. We gotta
You
make
can see
sure.
Trimax wiping off his hands. He can't believe it.
A little bit sweaty, but he'll hold on. Lumberjack out the right side making a play here, but I think he's going to get
Look at that
stopped
Witch. It does
by the
not
Witch
move
and
from
Dove.
the end zone there. Witch is definitely a really strong card in this game mode.
That's a dangerous play, though. As we said earlier, if you have a ranged troop behind the goal line, a melee troop will run right up to her and start chopping her down, and that's an opportunity to score for the attacker.
Well, 2 troops in a row that we saw. Uh-oh, the skeletons. Okay.
Oh, no. Royal Giant can't kill him, though.
No.
We need something to do.
This is going to be
good.
trouble here for Team
Nice
Four Eyes, I
tank
think.
and spank out the right. But yeah, that P.E.K.K.A. giant skelly combo. We really
but
needed
how the
something
tables
like
have
Minion
turned.
Horde to take it down. Oh man, this is not going to be enough.
I know. Giant Skeleton's really good in this game mode as well because it can stop the counter push.
What
so
can
important.
Four Eyes possibly do right now? They're out of elixir. They're out of options.
Let's see their decks, Woody.
I think that there's just nothing there.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Good tombstone.
We're stalling,
If
but
they
I
can
feel
just
like
keep
the
kiting,
inevitable
just keep
is
kiting.
about
No, they can do this.
to
They can
happen.
stop this.
Can
They can stop this.
hold it off? Oh,
Come on, that's
man.
that P.E.K.K.A. Stop that P.E.K.K.A.
Oh,
Stop that
they
P.E.K.K.A.
couldn't do it.
No.
P.E.K.K.A. crosses the finish line.
Wow. All right, so
Team
40
Tryhard.
seconds left for Team Four Eyes to make a comeback here. They just need one touchdown, so they really have to go all out, and you can see they're starting off really aggressively with the Royal Giant and the Lava Hound. Are they going to be able to sneak something in the right lane here?
Putting it all over on that left side. We got a Lava Hound, Royal Giant
Nice
going down, though, not even
fireball,
able to
but-
lock onto that Goblin Hut. Nice lightning spell there. But I think it's a little bit too late. It's a lot easier to play defense.
It is.
When you can play troops right on top of your attackers, you're able to wipe them out. Chef's Trouble and Trimax for Team Tryhard, getting the job done. Ooh, a last desperate freeze at the right side, trying to get something to connect, but there's no way to get through that P.E.K.K.A.
And that's going to be it. It looks like Team Tryhard's going to pull off this victory.
Preventing the
Congratulations.
2-0, though, with that tombstone at the last second. A 1-0 victory in that game and a 2-0 match score overall. Congratulations, guys.
Congratulations.